Good evening, student. In this video, we will try to learn about the facilitated diffusion. We have started with the chapter transportation in plant, in which we are covering the passive transport. We have already completed the process of diffusion. Now we are starting with the process of facilitated diffusion. So let's start with our video lecture. Facilitated diffusion is a passive transport process. That means it will not require energy expenditure in the form of ATP. Then, as it is passive transport, it will take place from higher concentration of substrate to lower concentration. That means the movement of solute substance will take place along the concentration gradient. Here, the substance will move at a slower rate, plus additionally the substance will require a presence of carrier molecule. So in facilitated diffusion, we require a carrier molecule which will transport solute particle across a semi-permeable membrane. So this facilitated diffusion will take place across the semi-permeable membrane. And the carrier molecule which will transport the substance from higher concentration to lower concentration will always present within the semi-permeable membrane. So carrier molecules are the proteins. They are actually trans-membrane proteins which will transport the substances from their higher concentration to lower concentration. Here, in case of facilitated diffusion, we have to consider the model, the fluid mosaic model of semi-permeable membrane. So this is a lipid bilayer in which the lipids are arranged in two layers. These are the phospholipid molecules which are facing both the side of membrane. The polar heads are facing opposite to each other. They are facing the aqueous environment, and the non-polar tails are facing towards each other. That means they will face away from the aqueous medium. In this selectively permeable membrane, there are certain transmembrane proteins, intrinsic proteins, which will go through and through, and they will form channels for the movement of substances. But due to selective nature, certain substances are not able to flow through these channels. Additionally, we are having certain proteins which will act as carrier molecules. So let's say, for example, this is a protein which is attached on the outer surface, and it will act as carrier molecule to whatever substance this carrier molecule wants to transport will get attached on this carrier molecule, and this carrier molecule now move inside the membrane. So firstly it will take the substance up to this level, and then it will take the substance at this level, and while getting inside the membrane, this substance also get transported inside, and here it will get released. So with the help of carrier protein, we can able to transport the substances from outside to inside. Clear? So in facilitated diffusion, we require a carrier molecules which are actually a transmembrane proteins which will carry the substances from their higher concentration to lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. As the carrier molecule is facilitating the substances to move inside, this diffusion is called as facilitated diffusion. In facilitated diffusion, we have to talk about two main important proteins. First ones are the porins, which are the protein channels present on mitochondria, on the outer membrane of mitochondria and plastids. So porins are the protein channels which are present on outer membrane of mitochondria and number 2 plastids, that include chloroplast. And secondly, there are certain protein channels which are specifically mean for water, and they are called as aquaporins. A cell will have 8 types of aquaporine channels which will specifically mean for transportation of water. As this aquaporine will facilitate the flow of water inside the cell, this movement of water comes under the facilitated diffusion. So taking the examples of porins, let's suppose that this is the outer membrane of mitochondria or plastid. So these membranes will have certain protein channels like this, which will facilitate the movement of substances from higher concentration to lower concentration. Such type of channels are called as porins, and there are certain channels which are called as aquaporins, which will transport the molecules of water inside the cell. Let's say for example this is a molecule of water and it will get attached to this particular point, and then the aquaporine molecule will rotate within the membrane. So it will rotate within the membrane and it will transport the water molecule at the inner surface here, and here the water molecule will get released. So in this way, it will facilitate the water molecule to get within the cell from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. So this is a facilitated diffusion, which is actually a passive process. That means it will not require ATP for doing this function. This carrier protein will not expend the energy in the form of ATP. They will transport the substance from higher concentration to lower concentration. That means along the concentration gradient. This process is slow, and this process will take place only up to equilibrium. As it is a passive process, it will take place only up to equilibrium. But for facilitated diffusion, we require carrier molecules. Carrier molecules are the transmembrane protein. That means the proteins which are present inside the cell membrane. वो प्रोटीन जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, वो जो कैरियर मॉलिक्यूल्स है, वो किसी भी सोल्यूट को फैसिलिटी देते हैं ट्रांसपोर्ट करने की फ्रॉम देयर हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. फैसिलिटेड डिफ्यूजन के लिए सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन होना एक इसेंशियल क्राइटेरिया है. फैसिलिटेड डिफ्यूजन समझने के लिए हम लिपिड बाइलेयर को इमेजिन किया सेल मेम्ब्रेन की. इस लिपिड बाइलेयर में ट्रांसमेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन्स है जो सब्सटेंसेस को अटैच हो जाएंगे जहां उनका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है, और वहां से वो ट्रांसमेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन सब्सटेंसेस को अंदर लेके आएंगे और अंदर की साइड में छोड़ देंगे। सो फॉर डूइंग दिस दे विल नॉट स्पेंड द एनर्जी। यहाँ हमको दो इम्पॉर्टेंट एग्जाम्पल देखने हैं। एक है पोरीन्स। पोरीन्स एक प्रोटीन चैनल्स है जो प्रेजेंट होते हैं माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया और प्लास्टिड की आउटर मेम्ब्रेन में, जो इसी तरीके से सब्सटेंस को हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन की ओर छोड़ते हैं। एंड सेकंड एग्जांपल इज एक्वापोरिन्स। एक्वापोरिन्स आर द प्रोटीन चैनल पर्टिकुलरली मीन फॉर वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट। वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए जो प्रोटीन चैनल्स हैं उनको हम एक्वापोरिन्स बोलते हैं। पोरिन्स मीन्स holes, aqua means water, so a water transporting protein channel is called as aquaporine. Cell will have 8 different types of aquaporins which are specifically means for transportation of water. As this transportation is taking place with the help of carrier molecule, this diffusion comes under facilitated diffusion. So this is all about the process of facilitated diffusion. Now before starting with the next process of under passive transport, that is osmosis, firstly we will speak about the direction of transport. Thank you.